All right, Nathan, we are live.
I can feel it. Every time you go live, get this little thrill.
Ooh, we're being watched.
I'm so live.
Yeah.
This will
So,
make a great
Nathan,
alibi.
exactly. Are you ready for crime? Because I know I am. No, Nathan, you know what we're here to do today? We're here to do today. Good Lord. You
That
know what we're
works.
here to, you know what do? This
What do
do.
day?
This do. Today we are going on an epic quest for the Jingle Bell Rock.
It's about time.
Yeah. I was just telling you a minute ago, pre-show, that one of us, I forget who, had an idea that the Jingle Bell Rock wasn't a style of music or a dance. It was a mythical Christmas object worth potentially tens of twenties of dollars. Um, and
Yeah,
this
we've
could
been
be
teasing this for a couple of years now.
exactly. Those of you eagle-eyed viewer who's been with us for a couple of years know that this has been a hot topic for us.
Yeah.
Today, Nathan, I figured you and I could put pen to paper and tease out just a rough sketch of what this movie could look like. And I'm thinking it's a Christmas movie, but there's things we got to decide, like who's the character, main character, what are their prominent strengths, what's their attitude towards Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. So, what do you say? Should we just dive right into this?
Let's do it. I
All
don't
right.
have an actual pen or paper, so
That's
that's going to be an issue.
this podcast is over. We started this with the assumption that both of us would have access to pen and paper. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get in there. So our hero, Nathan, these are some ideas. And I mean, this is just, I don't want to restrict us to this, but some things for us to consider. Is our hero a human man, a human woman, an ape, a dog, some kind of sled, a dishwasher, the appliance, not the person, or a struggling pop star, or some other thing that I haven't thought of?
So you don't want like an underpaid Mexican migrant worker?
No, not maybe the sequel. Um, Not today. I mean, I would categorize that under human man, but I suppose it could be a migrant worker, human man.
I'm trying to think of the lyrics to Jingle Bell Rock if it gives us any hints. I don't think it
Jingle
does.
bell. Mainly, it's just a lot of jingle bell time and dancing and prancing,
Yeah.
and Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air.
And he
It's
apparently owns a one-horse sleigh.
yeah.
So
Um,
it's definitely a single person if it's only a one-horse sleigh.
That's true. So here's a question for you, Nathan. So if you are marshaling or driving a one-horse sleigh with more than one horse, will you be arrested?
Yes, it's against the Christmas laws.
Yeah.
A two-horse sleigh, get that man.
Yeah. Um, I kind of like an idea of a Christmas ape.
That's true.
Yeah. Or a golden retriever for that matter. Or or some kind of living sled. The
Um,
whole
a golden retriever would be good at retrieving things like Jingle Bell Rocks.
exactly. I just feel like the idea of like humans as the lead in Christmas movies is so played out. We've seen it a million times. I don't know if you've turned on the Hallmark Channel lately, Nathan. All humans.
My wife's obsessed with that channel, so yes, we've
Honestly,
seen a lot of it lately.
honestly, same. I don't know if you've seen
Maybe
the film Hitch for the Holidays. Timeless classic.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I catch bits and pieces of it because it's on constantly in my house. And it's
Yeah.
funny when you start seeing the same characters pop up, like the same actors, and you're like, wait, that's Dirks. He's in like 10 of these movies.
Yeah. Um,
And every
for
time I
real
go,
though,
Dirks, and my kids have no idea what I'm talking about.
Dirks.
Dirks.
He's
Oh,
so
look, it's
handsome.
Dirks.
Dirks. Yeah. How great would it be though to have that gig where it's like you just make Christmas movies all year round. You just chew the
True.
scenery.
Several of them are filmed in Utah, I found.
Really?
And it's like, oh, that's Payson.
Honestly though, not surprising.
Yeah. There was one of them. It was filmed in Utah, but they had like a gay couple in it, and I'm like, I wonder how much they had to lie to people to sneak that in.
No, they're just very close friends.
Yeah, these two roommates hanging out together.
These two confirmed bachelors who are
Yeah,
definitely Mormon and
yeah,
straight. All right, Nathan. So we got to make a choice here.
yeah. I
Man,
was
human,
thinking
ape, dog.
maybe there's a golden retriever who has the idea that he can retrieve the Jingle Bell Rock, and so there's a man who's there to help him on this quest. Turns out the dog really has no idea what he's talking about, and he's in a state of panic the entire time.
Perfect. So our hero is a team, a man and a golden retriever.
Yeah, the man who believes that the golden retriever possesses some sort of knowledge.
I'm typing this into AI right now, so we have a running list.
Yeah,
Man believes the golden retriever has some sort of hidden knowledge. I'm gonna let AI fill in the gaps
yeah.
for some reason. Please extrapolate. But the dog is oblivious and panicking the entire time because
This
it
guy
doesn't
has a
know
lot of
it.
faith in me, but I do not know what I'm doing.
That's a lot of faith in me.
And he's just like, "All right, boys, smell the rock." Sniffing the air, like, um, that way.
They are pursuing the rock.
And the man somehow has access to a one-horse sleigh led by a jingle horse.
Okay. Oh, so it's okay. Here we go. This is what Derek. These are the gaps that Derek has filled in. The story of a heroic duo, a man and his loyal golden retriever, begins with a peculiar, slightly lopsided bond. The man, an eccentric historian, wait, we're going to update this later,
Yeah.
has spent years poring over ancient tomes, maps, and cryptic myths. Somewhere along the way, Theo became convinced his dog buddy holds the key to finding the legendary Jingle Bell Rock. During a stormy night in Theo's cluttered study, Buddy had knocked over a old globe, which accidentally landed on an ancient map of the Arctic. The map's brittle surface was covered with cryptic symbols, and Theo became obsessed with the idea that Buddy's paw print on the map marked the precise location of the fabled artifact. Theo saw this as a sign, proof that Buddy was meant to guide him on his epic quest. However, Buddy was just excited about a chew toy he found under the map. Okay, make a picture
That's
of
got the
this.
gist of it. Yeah.
Also, Theo has access to a one-horse sleigh for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make a picture. Actually, hang on, let me read something to you. Oh, here we are. Oh, this is actually very long. Buddy is a very good boy, but he's not exactly Indiana Bones.
Yeah, I get it.
While Theo speaks to him like he's some mystical oracle, Buddy is usually preoccupied with simpler concerns, like the smell of bacon in the air, the crunch of snow beneath his paws, and the terrifying sound of squirrels chittering in the distance. His internal monologue is a mix of confusion and panic.
That's
Oh no.
it. Got it there.
Oh no. He's looking at me like I know something again. He's gonna say it. Don't say it, Theo. Buddy, Theo would whisper dramatically. You're my North Star. Great. Now I have to act like I know what that means. Oh, this looks like a Pixar movie.
That does look great, Pixar.
Yeah. Any feedback on the image here?
Um, I think we can move on, but in future ones, I'd like to see Theo look a little more unhinged as time goes on.
Yeah. All right. I'll have him update this as we keep brainstorming. Make
Yeah,
Theo more unhinged.
and he should always wear jingle bells on his shoes because those are his
Oh.
jingling feet.
And Buddy should look more anxiety riddled,
Yeah,
less animated and more realistic.
I do like the mystic runes carved into the trees and stuff.
Same. Keep the runes. Okay. So here we have profession. So is Theo an archaeologist, a sexologist, a layabout, a jewel thief, a leadership coach, a railroad tycoon, or a cowboy? I mean, these aren't meant to be restrictive, just meant to get the creative juices flowing here, Nathan.
Yeah, yeah. Rodeo clown.
Yes. Rodeo clown.
If you're going to be in the rodeo, it's better to be a clown than a cowboy, I always say.
I agree. You get to jump in barrels, which has always been a fantasy of mine.
Yeah,
So,
he could also wear a barrel like a stockbroker from the 1920s who lost everything.
exactly. See, I always tell a joke to people like that I'm going to wear a barrel, and nobody gets it.
How do they not get that? That's amazing.
I mean, if you've gone broke and you can't afford clothes or housing, a barrel seems very practical because you can just kind of like duck
Yeah,
into it. You
you
have your little
turtle into
house.
it.
Exactly. Okay, so I think we've settled on this one fairly quickly. He is a rodeo clown who wears a barrel like a ruined stockbroker from the 30s.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Before we move on, though, Nathan, I feel like I need to show you what the new picture of Theo and Buddy looks like.
Yeah, there's no jingle horse, but it's getting there.
He's huge.
That he
Uh,
looked kind of Nick Offerman-ish, so maybe we could offer this to Mr. Offerman.
yeah, I agree. And the runes now are. Oh, there's a jingle bell right in his crotch right there. It's a jingle ball right there.
Yeah.
And the runes now say Ed.
Yeah, that's in reference to his deceased lover.
All right. So here we go. There's our hero. He is, okay, let's update this. Assume Theo is a rodeo clown who wears a barrel with straps like a ruined stockbroker from the 1930s.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to this? Or this is good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Oh, it's making an image right away. Well, let's continue to the next thing. All right. So, what is Theo's attitude towards Christmas? Does he like it, love it, tolerate it, despise it, is indifferent towards it, or is not aware of it somehow?
I think to define his attitude, we need to figure out why he's searching for the Jingle Bell Rock. Like,
Ooh.
is this to like destroy Santa Claus
So
or gain
let me
his
skip it.
powers?
Why don't we skip ahead to this then? The inciting incident. Does he need money? Are his parents pressuring him to get married? Santa has turned bad. He has an ill relative. Maybe his dog Buddy runs away. Is his diarrhea ruining Christmas? Or is his frisbee stuck on the roof? I feel like one of these things could inform his attitude towards Christmas.
Yeah. I like it being something mundane like frisbee stuck on roof. That's always fun. And he needs some mystical talisman with unspecified superpowers to get it down.
I agree.
Like this is the only way.
That's what I thought too. I know, it was like the last thing I put on there in the bout of laziness. And I was like, I think this is the one we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
Oh no. Before we proceed, I need to show you something. Derek did not understand the assignment about what a ruined um, stockbroker looks like. And so the barrel is affixed to his back somehow. And the dog is pulling the horse. The runes are there, and there's a bottle of liquid there.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're making good progress. Okay. All right. So the inciting incident, frisbee stuck on roof.
He just
Theo's
stares at it for days, trying to figure out what to do.
trying to figure out what to do. Okay, great. So we'll come back to this. Um, so with that said, his frisbee stuck on the roof. He's an unhinged rodeo clown who speaks to his dog. What is his attitude towards Christmas, Nathan?
I think he's jealous of Santa Claus and his ability to quickly ascend to rooftops.
You're right. Wants to steal his powers.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, um, the AI did a pretty bad job of depicting what a frisbee stuck on a roof might look like. Um, so the barrel is now adjacent to him, and the name of the dog is on
Yeah. It's he's got the right facial expression.
it. He's been staring at it for days. Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah, that's the big twist at the end. Turns out the frisbee was never stuck on the roof. He just imagined it.
All right. Theo is jealous of Santa Claus because of his ability to magically ascend rooftops. His quest for the Jingle Bell Rock.
That's a lot of fringe that guy's wearing.
Santa
Dangerous levels
powers.
of fringe is what I would describe that.
This is rated PG-13 for adult situations and excessive fringe.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right. So, all right, let's think about our hero's prominent strength. So, strong forearms, can hold breath for a long time, makes really good coffee, solid BMs, fire juggling, can jump really high, great at eye contact. What do you think, Nathan? What's Theo really good at?
Um, I was trying to draw the line between the solid BMs and the diarrhea ruining Christmas.
Well, that was it's like I started getting into the poop jokes on this slide, and then
Yeah.
I included something on every single one. Just because I'm an idiot and I think diarrhea is funny. Diarrhea ruining Christmas. Oh God. So what do you think? Is he good at poops?
I think once you go down that road, you got to follow it all the way to its conclusions.
We better not.
Yeah.
I had to put in a nod to my
Yeah.
legendary hero Dennis here.
Good old Dennis.
Yeah. I do like the idea of him being just really personable and good at eye contact. Like, not so much that it's intimidating, but enough that you know he's engaged and interested in what you're saying.
Yeah. I like that a lot. But his walleye vision, people aren't sure which eye to look at.
Exactly. He's really good at eye contact, but it's unsettling.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me show you something real quick, Nathan. This is important before we proceed because this might give us some ideas for what's to come next.
That dog looks concerned.
The dog is concerned. He's up there thinking, now if I just had them Santa powers, I can get my frisbee off the roof.
Yeah.
No, and it can't be he can jump really high because he might, through training,
Yeah.
be able
That
to
would solve his
parlay that
problem.
into jumping on it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his greatest weakness. Is he's a really bad jumper.
Yeah. Oh, I got on the weakness on the next ones. Don't worry. We have
Okay.
more of those.
He's really good at packing suitcases.
Perfect. That'll come in handy on his mission.
Yeah, he can fit everything into one barrel.
Is really good. Is he is really good at packing suitcases, which will come in handy as he stuffs his barrel full of resources for his journey. Dial this out and make an image of it. All right, I feel like I need to read this one to you. Oh, it's just making the image first. Never mind. So we can go to the next one. All right. His weakness. Skinny calves, always wears pants. You can't tell. Deep-seated shame, non-stop diarrhea, gluten allergy, horrible takes on social media from 14 years ago, or shingles, which I guess is a thing that goes away and it's hidden.
Yeah, it's the chickenpox virus, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, I think the skinny calves would lead to a poor jumping abilities.
I agree. But he always wears those fringy pants, so you can't tell.
Yeah, his jeans are covered in fringe too. So
Um, here's another update for you. Here's a picture of Theo packing his barrel for the journey ahead. What happened here? There we go. Copy image. There we go.
much better.
He's got pork and beans down there
Yeah,
and a canister of rapi.
I do love me a nice, refreshing can of Rappi and Coppin too.
I do like how the common thread in all of this is the dog is really upset.
Yeah, like he's still a good boy. He's very loyal to his master, but very concerned about what's happening. All the runes he's inexplicably carving around the house.
The funniest part about this image to me is the ladders in plain sight that he could use to ascend to the
Yeah,
roof. Oh, goodness. Back in his barrel for the journey ahead to get that Jingle Bell Rock.
yeah, he's got all sorts
Okay.
of vittles in that barrel.
Theo's
It went back
weakness,
to the clown imagery too, which it's neglected for a little while.
has really skinny calves, which he hides by constantly wearing pants.
See, a lot of fringe on those boots too. He's a
Boot
fringeaholic.
fringe. Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
secondary weakness. He's addicted to fringe.
He is also addicted to fringe and avoiding situations that require him to jump. Make an image of this.
I like the fingerless Christmas gloves though. So
It's very festive.
yeah.
Theo the Christmas hobo. Okay, we'll come back to this here in a minute. Um, so I figured, if in every heroic story, you have to resist the call somehow.
Sure.
So, you
Hero's
know,
journey.
exactly. Is he busy, tired, a little sick, diarrhea, vertigo, turn into a dog for some reason?
Yeah, why would he not want to
Get his frisbee,
yeah, he's deathly
loses
afraid of frisbees.
loses interest in frisbee, finds new hobby.
Yeah. His froth team is disbanding because they're all like, well, there's no more frisbee. Let's just call it a day.
Maybe we start a lacrosse team or something. I don't know.
We could get some brooms and be those weirdos playing Quidditch.
I like that. This is really unusual. So here is Theo's skinny calves. Buddy is still really worried.
Yeah.
And
And the
they really
fringe
dialed
continues
up.
unabated.
It does. Theo Brown fringes.
Those are some pretty sweet boots he's got, though.
Yeah. What if the resisting the call is he gets concussed and gets amnesia?
Perfect.
Okay, let's put this in here. Before the quest, Theo is concussed and forgets about his frisbee.
Yeah, and Buddy's trying to be helpful, and so he wants to help him fulfill his last request, which is to get that frisbee off the roof through mystical means,
Trying
despite
to
not
remind
knowing anything about how to solve this problem.
without having any way of telling themselves as he is a dog.
Has no opposable thumbs.
All right, hang on one second. Sorry.
Do you think you could throw
Um,
a frisbee with no thumbs?
yeah, like if I held it
Yeah,
like
you
this,
have to.
maybe. It's
It'd
like
be difficult.
not impossible. And so this was as far as I've gotten in the story structure. But let me show you a picture of what this looks like. All right, one moment. Here is concussed.
As the frisbee falls off the roof.
Yeah. All right. Now, at this stage, Nathan, I figure we just have AI fill in the gaps and make the whole movie treatment for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've set it up
Okay.
pretty nicely, I think.
You have enough context here. Fill in the gaps and create a treatment for this movie we can use to pitch to high-powered film executives.
And
Okay.
possibly Nick Offerman.
Yes. Okay, here we go, Nathan. Oh wait, no, this won't do. Yeah. This can't be, this isn't a comedy.
No.
This is deadly serious. Update the treatment accordingly. So the intro line was already let's see here. It's a quirky mix of Elf meets Napoleon Dynamite with shades of Indiana Jones and Home Alone. And I
No.
said, no, this will not
No.
do.
Put a stop to
Yeah.
that.
Here we go. Here we go. Jingle Bell Ascent. So I'm going to stop sharing here. There we go. Jingle Bell Ascent. Epic holiday drama adventure. Logline. Haunted by feelings of inadequacy and driven by an unrelenting obsession to achieve greatness. A washed-up rodeo clown embarks on a perilous quest to obtain the mythical Jingle Bell Rock, an artifact said to grant the powers of Santa Claus. With only his loyal but anxious golden retriever, Buddy, and his indomitable will, Theo must traverse an unforgiving winter wilderness, confronting his own demons to prove he is worthy of rising to the rooftops and beyond.
And getting that frisbee back.
Exactly. Okay. Synopsis Act 1 The Catalyst. Theo, once a celebrated rodeo performer, now lives a life of obscurity in a small snowbound town. Reduced to clowning at county fairs, he is plagued by memories of his past glory and the relentless shame of his perceived failures. His calves, so spindly they draw mockery even from children, become a symbol of his inadequacy.
That's good.
Yeah. One fateful day, Theo's frisbee lands on the roof of his dilapidated home. Days pass as he stares at it, the act of retrieving it becoming a monumental task in his mind. Theo becomes obsessed with the myth of Santa Claus, the embodiment of effortless ascension and ultimate success. When a slip from a ladder leaves Theo concussed, he awakens with a fractured grip on reality and an all-consuming belief that his destiny lies in the Jingle Bell Rock, a mythical artifact capable of granting supernatural powers. He resolves to find it at all cost. This is actually a great movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Act 2, The Descent into Madness and Survival. Theo begins his odyssey, strapping a barrel to himself as both armor and pack for supplies. His ability to pack efficiently, a skill honed over years of iterant performances, becomes his lifeline. But the journey is merciless. The bitter cold and treacherous terrain reflect Theo's internal battle. His only companion is Buddy, his loyal golden retriever, who desperately tries to guide him back to safety. The ice bridge. Theo and Buddy cross a frozen river. As the ice cracks beneath them, Theo risks his life to save Buddy, an act that binds them closer, but also deepens his delusion that they are fated for greatness. The Singing Pines. Deep in an enchanted forest, Theo encounters ghostly figures who mock his past failures. They whisper that the Jingle Bell Rock is unattainable, a mere fantasy. Theo presses on, determined to silence his inner demons. The cliff of sacrifice. At the edge of a treacherous cliff, Theo must confront his fear of jumping. His calves tremble under the weight of his barrel, symbolizing the burdens of his past. But he leaps in desperation. He survives, though the strain leaves him physically weakened. Man, I'd watch this movie.
Yeah.
Act 3, The Jingle Bell Rock. After weeks of hardship, Theo and Buddy finally reach the location marked on Theo's crude map, a mountain shrouded in perpetual snow, glowing faintly with runic inscriptions. At its peak lies the Jingle Bell Rock, pulsing with an otherworldly light. But the artifact demands a price. Theo realizes that to claim it, he must surrender the only thing keeping him grounded, his bond with Buddy.
Oh
The
no.
dog sent there has to be a sacrifice.
Yeah.
The dog, sensing danger, tries to stop Theo, but Theo pushes him away, driven to seize the power he craves. In the end, Theo grasps the Jingle Bell Rock. For a moment, he feels invincible, transcendent, but the power overwhelms him, revealing the truth. The artifact grants not ascension, but understanding. Theo sees his own life with brutal clarity, his pride, his hubris, his failures, and collapses in tears. The power dissipates in the wind, leaving Theo empty-handed, but profoundly changed. And his frisbee still stuck on the roof.
Yeah.
Epilogue. Months later, Theo returns to his hometown, humbled and at peace. He no longer hides his calves and no longer fears ridicule. The frisbee remains on the roof, but he smiles at it as a reminder of the man he was and who he has become. Buddy by his side barks gently, and for the first time, Theo truly listens. What do you think? Any notes?
It would also be funny if he arrives home and the snow is melted and the frisbee's just on the ground.
He starts playing. Oh.
Yeah. Ah, all right.
That would be much better.
Yeah.
Maybe start putting Theo throws in the trash. Well, Nathan, I feel like you and I have done a lot of good here today.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the movie poster. Are you ready?
Let's see it.
The image. So let me make and duplicate this slide. Theo. But oh, I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
No,
No. Well, that's embarrassing.
I'll just imagine it.
I'll describe it to you. Whoops. You don't need to see my whole desktop. That was embarrassing. There you go. Theo, buddy. The Jingle Bell Ascent, the ascent to greatness, comes at a cost.
And the Jingle Bell Rock is the Liberty Bell.
Apparently.
This has been like an undercover sequel to National Treasure the entire time.
The whole thing is like it goes into the QAnon mythos.
Yeah. We need Nick Cage to star as Theo now.
Yes. The fringe is still there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we have a great movie here, Nathan. Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah. Coming to theaters near you, Christmas 2025.
All right. Well, Nathan, thank you as always for joining me on this epic journey. Let's see if anybody's watching today. Nope, just me and you.
Perfect.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, Nathan, happy Honda days to you and yours.
May the savings bless you and keep you.
Yes. All right. And to all of you out there who may watch this.